Hi there, Dario Ponissi here. So, you want to play together again? Then do come in. Let's go on another joint adventure. Let's take another step on our journey from zero to hero. Today we'll reach an important point in our exploration. Studying our third chord, in fact, we'll be able to play quite a number of songs from the popular repertoire. Real fun begins. But before doing that, let me show you some interesting properties of the guitar. Of course, with a little help from my friend. Any guitar responds differently in sound according to where you choose to produce a sound.
When you say where, you mean the point where you touch the strings, right?
Exactly. For instance, if you strum right on the sound hole, you get a mix of warmth and incisiveness.
Okay, like this.
Right. Now, try strumming near the neck joint.
Wow, it's warmer, mellower.
Now, play near the bridge, please.
Now it sounds brighter and also a bit metallic.
Cool, isn't it? Incidentally, that's how electric guitars' pickup microphones are designed.
I see 3 tones in one instrument. I like it. Any other good stuff?
Oh, plenty. We'll come back to that in the future. Now, do you want to see the percussion points?
Okay.
Then, first of all, strike the strings with your open palm.
Like this?
The sound is somehow remote and definitely more rhythmical. Now, hit twice the strings and once the bridge a few times.
Sounds great. I think it's got a Spanish atmosphere.
You're right, this technique is often used in flamenco music. But lately there's been quite a lot of experimentation in modern music too.
I'll be sure to check it out.
Okay, let's confirm with a live action what you saw in the animation bit. If you remember, we spoke about resonance point. Starting with the area of the hole, so you play. I'm playing an A chord, by the way. So you have this particular sound. If you move the pick or the fingers near the bridge in this area, you'll get this interesting sound. More metallic in a way. Interesting. If you go near the neck joint, the place where the neck joins the body, you'll get this very very sweet sound in a way, like a harp in a way. Huh? Heavenly sound. Okay, and this is basically to let you understand the resonance points on the guitar. There is another thing that we saw in the animation bit, which was the percussion point. Okay, so I'm going to play again the only chords that we know for now, A and D. So use your hand, hit with a certain gentleness the strings like this, twice and then once on the bridge. This is the idea. Then the speed, of course, can change. Something like this. As it was said already in the animation bit, of course, this is a technique that is used a lot in flamenco music. Very well. Now let's talk about strumming once again. Last time we studied the downstroke, if you remember, and tried a few possible variations. Today we are going to add the upstroke. The upstroke is quite simple actually, and probably you're already using it. But anyway, there are a few things you may need to remember. For instance, use the mobility of your wrist like this. Rather than using the entire arm. Sometimes in punk music, for instance, they use the entire arm, but it's a style. Like if you do this, all right, if you do this, basically you'll get more tired, and it's gonna be quite difficult to add speed, you know, because also you don't get really the sound that you want to have, you know, because everything is quite casual, because the arm probably goes in different directions. Whereas if you use the wrist, whatever you want, you know. So keep the wrist very soft, you know, and use the wrist. In this way, you can improve your speed capacity and also the control on the sound that you produce. Feel free to write us if you want to ask any questions. You can write us in the comment area, and that's it. So now let's get into chords. Here we are in chord world again.
I like chord word. Which one we study today?
The E chord.
Starting from the bottom, place your forefinger on the third string, first fret. Then your middle finger on the fifth string, second fret. And your ring finger on the fourth string, second fret.
Strum freely all the strings, as all the sounds belong to this chord.
To confirm the correct position of the fingers, check each string individually
and in succession. That's it.
Have fun!
Okay, so you saw how an E chord is built. Let's try it also with a live action. You saw in the animation bit the usage of the fingers. We're going to see it together here as well. Place your index finger on the third string, first fret, like this. Then you add your middle finger, bring it up to the fifth string, second fret, like this. And finally, your ring finger, you place it under the middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Okay? And then you can play all the strings. Okay? So, and this is the E chord. It's very simple. So, now you have 3 chords basically, so you can already start playing many different songs from the popular repertory. There are many of them actually. I don't know, for instance, maybe you might know it's Guantanamera, but there are many different things. Any rock song basically can be built around these three chords. So I urge you to remember them all. A, D, and E. The relationship between these chords can be changed, of course. We'll talk about this. But for now, as a base, think about these 3 chords as the basic 3 chords song. And that's about it.
Here we are again.
Ready for our first 3 chords song. But before that, remember please to subscribe to our channel. There must be a button around here somewhere. And also to follow us on the socials, link in the description, Instagram and Facebook. And you will find there many things, right?
Yes.
You will find little videos, songs, poems, yes, and many little things that you will probably find interesting. We hope you find interesting. So follow us wherever we go, because we need you to follow us, otherwise we'll feel very lonely. So please follow us. And so about the song today.
Once again, we chose a very famous song.
Mm-hmm.
This time is Twist and Shout by the Beatles.
By the Beatles!
Yes.
What else do you need? It was a huge hit back in 1963 and it was covered by dozens of artists afterwards.
How do we play it?
With guitars. No. The structure.
Yes.
Oh, very easy. It's a very easy song. So it's A, D, and me. A, D, and me. And you do twice A, twice D, and 4 times E. 3 and 4. And basically you go on forever. Until tomorrow or the next year or whatever. So, shall we try it?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Very busy.
Okay, very busy with chords.
Yes.
So basically you don't, so you don't sing the back vocals?
I can't.
You can't, alright. So you sing the back vocals, basically answering to what I'm singing, okay? Because Romana basically today is very busy. Alright, let's try. Oh
now.
Oh,